Yo, what's up? GNLN, trade review on that. Pros and cons to this, a little bit disappointed overall. Didn't get the kind of move that I was looking for, but still finished green on this ticker. So, stock that's been very much in play over the past week or so. Had a reverse split, had a reverse split pump, huge move, almost 1,000%, I think. Big pullback and then a third day surge. I made money on this day and did a little trade review on how I traded that. Now what I'm looking for is a potential bounce. So how I, after sort of 1, 2 and this being the third red day, it's given back a lot of its move, big retracement. So I'm thinking that this could possibly bounce. How I identified the bounce area is on the 30-minute chart. I identified this area as a key level for me, and the reason why I chose that level, obviously it's had a big retracement, but this is the area that I saw had high volume. So that to me is very important because that indicates that this could be the area that it bounces from. So I identified sort of the 560, a 570 area, possibly 550 as sort of the area, the price that I wanted the stock to drop to and possibly bounce from. My thesis was correct in terms of the entry. I was hoping for a kind of like a push to around 12 really. Red green was 1050, so I was hoping that it could sort of go green on the day and possibly have a push. So in the morning when it opened, I did get a bit of FOMO because it opened around 10 and I thought, the key level of 10, round number, psychological number, is it going to hold that and use that as support? So I did get a bit of FOMO. It didn't act on that, but did start to doubt my thesis a little bit that it wouldn't drop as far as I was hoping it would. So I kind of started in around 940, I think, and then I cut it immediately, re-entered at 920. But I knew in my mind that I wanted it sub 9, 860-ish, 870. When it had this drop, I filled at 880, I think, and then filled another piece, 885. Ended up with a 9 average, which was great. I was quite pleased with that. This nice little sort of double bottom, high low. So, and then when it had this push, I did take a piece off up here, I think 10-15, but a very small piece just to de-risk. I have a tendency to sell too soon, so on this occasion I was trying to be as patient as I could. It didn't work in my favor, but that's okay. So So yeah, I took a piece off at 10.15, and then when I saw it come down and hold VWAP, I thought, nice, this to me was a sort of like a bullish indicator. So, but then when it had this push and reject of 10, I probably should have took a bit more off there, and I didn't. And that's cool because, like I say, I'm trying to have a bit more patience. When I saw it come down and break VWAP, I did start to wish even more that I'd taken a larger piece off, but what can you do? But I took it all off, I think at 920, made about $80 I think in the end, so not great because I was up a few hundred up here. So, but what can you do? It's still green on the trade. My entry was still great. My thesis in terms of the entry was bang on, so I do take some confidence from that. Moving forward, there still is a trade here for me, a possible first green day. So I'll look at it tomorrow and sort of act accordingly. I have different ways that I might trade this depending on what the stock does. But if it kind of doesn't gap too much either way, then I'm looking at this today's low as a possible risk. A possible risk level, and sort of to kind of work off that. If pre-market I see that level hold, then I might start in then. If I see it push, then I might pre-market, or when the market opens I might wait for a pullback. But yeah, it kind of all depends how things set up tomorrow. But there is a possible trade there, like I say, a first green day, but doesn't mean there will be. It doesn't mean there will be. It could gap below that level, or it could spike too much. Yeah, it could do an offering. I don't know. Any number of things might happen. I think that the filings are quite clean, to be honest. But yeah, all right, cool. Cheers.